Hello, you on the Jenny Stories channel, and this is a new episode. Enjoy your viewing. My story is still ongoing. There is a divorce proceedings and property division. My wife and I have been married for 27 years. There are 3 children, son 25, daughters to 20 and 5 years old. I myself am 50, my wife is 47. My third child appeared at the age of 45, my wife was 42. I have no belly, I am not bald and bald, but on the contrary, thick hair, however, already half grey. But my wife and acquaintances say that this does not spoil me. I know women like me, I don't smoke, I practically don't drink. With potency, too, everything is fine, and that's not bragging. With my wife before all this dirty story, sex was regular. Mostly in the morning, as the most productive since the body was rested. Moreover, this is not once every 6 months or a month, but at least 3 times a week, or even more often, every morning or every other day. Everything is quite diverse. We did not have forbidden topics in terms of proximity. For all these years I have not cheated on my wife, although before her I had women. I loved her. And besides, a little squeamish, whoever I don't need, and she's my own. Everything suited me and my wife. Knew every millimetre of her body. He knew what she needed and what he enjoyed the most. And she knew. Therefore, everything was fine here. She, too, never in all years gave a reason to doubt her. Never until recently. In the summer, the 27th anniversary of the wedding was to be celebrated. I wanted to go to Cyprus with her, but hear this crown, if it was wrong. But these are little things. In February, I got such that they hit me like a face from all over a swing against a concrete wall, and even moved the skating rink. Everything is corny and offers romance. And as I was informed, even before the new year, it began with a corporate party. I don't know how true, but it doesn't matter anymore. And what an actress, in general, it was handed over by their own employees. Some lady, maybe she eliminated her rival, I don't know. But fact is fact. He is 6 years younger than her, he's 41. There is a wife, a 14-year-old daughter. He himself occupies a position slightly above the position of my wife, I hope, the former. Their first intimacy occurred right during a corporate party in his office, but I know this from the words. They were well encrypted, they did not write anything to each other. So they cannot be caught in correspondence, but she relaxed, one evening, as I understood. He did not close the door of his office, probably in such a hurry to retire. Here in the ajar door they were removed on the mobile. This video was sent to me from an unknown number. The first wish was to woo her. Well, she was not at home. Although I have never raised my hands to her in my life. Then he cooled down a little. He began to figure out what to do. Go to her lover in the face to give. Not an option. Then I decided to deal with him. The fact that I will no longer live with her is not discussed, but what to do with joint property. I have a company that I myself raised, and I'm not going to share it in half. Therefore, I decided to withdraw assets first, and then divorce. Pretended to know nothing. I don't know how I managed to maintain external calm. You can't envy the enemy. But he stopped kissing her after everything and our closeness ended. He said that he was not feeling well. I was even worried about my words about malaise. I asked to go to the hospital, but looking at her caring eyes, I wanted to put it well. But he held on. I sold my car. There was a reason. I wanted to change it. Then they sold her car, said that there was an option to buy better. He took the money. Self-isolation helped with the company, at least 1+. I let all the workers go home. You know, it should have been so. Then he paid them salaries and fired them due to ruin. He also withdrew money from the accounts. launched the liquidation procedure. At the same time, he began to register the same company for his mother. She is an old woman for 74 years, but Granny is cheerful. The wife knew nothing, she was waiting for a cool wheelbarrow. In short, by May I was done. We only have a 3-room, large-sized apartment in a new building, but you can't do anything there. There is also a country house. But we will not share this house, the wife broke off. The thing is that the land belonged to my grandfather and grandmother. They had a house there. This village is bent, but the place there is gorgeous, a river, a forest. Cottages began to appear. After the death of my grandmother, my mother entered into an inheritance. The old house was demolished. He built there a 2-story beautiful neat house, which my wife and I dreamed of from my youth. We actually lived in this house. I know that my wife loves this house. Together with her, everything was planned there. The garden was planted, flower beds, a gazebo, a pool. But the land and the house are decorated on my mother as an inheritance from my grandmother. Well, at one time I did not register myself, although my mother offered. In the end, the wife sensed something. She fussed, began to ask questions, including why I was unlucky. I would not kiss her. There is no love in the morning. She is alive. And most of all, we feel sorry for our 5-year-old daughter. I love her. I love all my children, but this baby is especially. Nevertheless, she is our last thing, a beloved girl, and at the end of April, my wife and I had a conversation. Probably I already felt that something was wrong. I looked, she was shaking. I showed her the video. I fell to my knees. They say, "I'm sorry." Roars grabbed his legs, asked why, what was missing. I could not answer normally. She said that she was mistaken, that she herself did not understand what she was doing. And that in the end, the son turned away from her. The eldest daughter rushes between us. Also condemns her. The youngest does not yet understand why the parents do not live together. He hired a lawyer to share the apartment and keep his daughter, and so she had nothing left, no car, no money, no firm either. And what did she achieve by crossing out everything that we had? Thanks for watching. Sign up for a new video.